I'm Amber. I recently started making music videos in nature and posting them on YouTube, which is where you're watching this right now. But it's taken me a while to get all my gear dialed in and understand what was needed to make these kinds of videos happen. And I wanted to share what a little bit behind the scenes looks like because I am getting ready to film another video tomorrow. So I'm starting to prep my gear and I'm just going to give a little walkthrough tour. So this is the gear backpack that I use. It is my former travel backpack. This backpack is a Tortuga and it has been to many different countries and has served me very, very well. And it has all kinds of pockets and storage, which I love so much, and it fits everything that I need and it's comfortable. So in my backpack, I have 2 XLR cables because if one goes out on you, you would be so mad if you didn't have a backup, which that has happened to me before, but luckily I had 2 cables, so I was able to work with the second one. So I have 2 XLR cables for my microphones, and this is like my camera battery bag. This also has the little preamp that I use that plugs into my Zoom H6. So this I just got, and it's a Triton, and I love it because my 1/4-inch cable just plugs into this, and then there's an XLR output that just plugs right into my Zoom H6, my handy field recorder. So this will be my second time using it. I love it, and it does require phantom power, which comes from the Zoom H6. And I'm just so pumped about it because it's just this little cutie that gives me some extra decibels and just helps my cello sound good when I go direct in. I have a little, like a travel towel that's microfiber that I wrap my camera in. Also, it's just nice to have this kind of material because this is also an excellent lens cleaner should I need it, but also if I would need to set anything down, I can lay this out to set things down so they don't get dirty or wet or whatever. So that is the travel towel. So this is my camera tripod that I use. And then I also have this little secondary tripod that I can use for my Zoom if I want to, which I have done before. I can also put my phone in this if I want a lower angle, but I just like to believe in backups because you never know what you're gonna need. And since this backpack carries a lot, I would rather be way over prepared and have options than not have something, just trying to do my due diligence and set myself up. Okay, so next is my Zoom H6 handy recorder. I love this, and I love this little case. This is a nomadic case that my Zoom fits into, a little dead cat for the wind, and then my Zoom lives in here. So with my Zoom, I have a tiny little cutie tripod just in case. Part of the preparation, since I have this out, is charging the batteries. I recharge batteries every time because I want to, again, set myself up for success and make sure that everything is good to go. So I'll be charging those batteries. They are rechargeable. This is the battery charger that I use. I love having them be rechargeable. It's so nice. I do bring headphones with me so I can sound check when I have set up my Zoom. I plug these into the headphones. This was especially useful during my last video when I was recording by a river. So I could adjust where my mics were. I could adjust where my Zoom was so it picked up more of the cello and not as much of the river, or I could balance it better. I can't remember the brand of these, but they've been awesome so far. I really like them. My bandmate gave me these, and they're also the headphones that I use when I'm mixing the audio after the production is done. They're my post-production headphones. Of course, next very important piece of gear is my camera. My camera. I use a Canon mirrorless. It's an EOS M50 Mark II, and I have a Tamrac lens on it right now that is an 18-200. I really like it. I am starting to save up so I can get a lens that's a fixed 2.8 aperture, because, or at least goes lower, because I love that visual vibe, and I also want my videos to be even more crisp. But this is serving me very well for now, and I'm grateful for it. So that will be something that I work my way up to, is getting a different lens. This is my little, it's an old shampoo bar case, but I love containers because you never know when you're going to repurpose them and give them new life, like I have with this one. So this holds my phone microphones, like what I'm using right now, but it just holds the extra one and little pieces like that. But because it's in a metal container, keeps them nice and safe. Of course, I will be bringing the tripod that my phone is on recording right now. I love it because I can rotate my phone around completely and move it up and down. It's incredibly versatile. And then on top of it, I'm not using that mic right now, but I have a little Rode shotgun mic that I really, really like too. And that's what this case is for, but it's kind of a pain in the ass to take that Rode mic out of the shock absorption. It, like, I've only done it once and I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna break this thing. I usually don't take them out. I just will take this out and then put the mic in here, and then can set the mic up on the tripod once I get to the location. And then last piece of equipment here, this is the cello stool that I use. It's pretty cool because it has a little bag that I can carry it in, but then two, it's pretty small and compact, which was on purpose because I'm like, I'm gonna be hiking. I need things that are small and easy to bring around. This one is cool because it expands and I can adjust it, so if I need it to be shorter, I can make it shorter. And then of course, boom, just pops down nice and easy. So that is a quick tour of my gear so far, and in this moment I am realizing, don't forget your actual real mic, girl, because that would suck. So I'm gonna go get my mic, put it in my backpack so it's ready to go for tomorrow, and I'm gonna get my camera batteries and Zoom batteries charging. Hey, I'm back because while I was swapping out gear, getting those mics that are very important, I also realized, oh, I need mic stands, because your mic isn't just gonna hang there. You need to actually set it up. So I brought these in, and I also brought my mics in, and my very important assistant also, that I wanted to show you. So this is the mic I have used, mic stand I've used in my last video, and it, for whatever reason, I was like, oh, I think I need a higher one, and I hated how it looked. So I will be swapping this out for this cutie low profile because it just looks way better. And because I am sitting when I'm playing cello in these videos, I usually stand when I play with my band. It's really fun. I might actually do some acoustic videos while I'm standing too, because it's just so nice to have that kind of movement. Yeah, since I'm sitting while I'm playing, I don't need this level of height. I also want to get eventually like a lower profile mic stand that's not this huge obnoxious one, but you know what? You work with what you got, baby, because it works. It works. It's just my eyeballs, my aesthetic eyeballs that want to see something that's lower profile, so you're not focused on this big clunky mic stand. So mic stands, I'll be swapping this out after this video. And then I just got to upgrade my microphone bag to this such sexy Benson canvas bag that I picked up while my band and I were playing at Tree Fort in Boise last month. So I love bags so much because they fit all the things and they keep them safe and organized. So in here, this is where I keep my 2 mics. Yeah, what is it, dude? Yeah, so I have the 2 mics that I use. They are these Cutie Rode NT5s that I love. I love them so much. They're just little pencil, and I believe they are dynamic cardioid mics. Don't quote me on that because I am not an audio engineer. I just get what people recommend. And I really have liked these a lot so far. I just set up with one, but since they both fit in this bag, I keep them both in there because, again, backups. If one shits out, I'm gonna have another so I can still do my thing. And then, of course, dead cats with both of the mics because wind is also a thing. And I got smart because these dead cats are rather large. Once this mic is on the mic stand, there's all this extra. So I now bring hair elastics with me so I can keep the dead cat like that. So it's not just this big floppy thing that maybe is blocking the sound. I don't know. But also, again, just aesthetically, that looks a little bit cleaner to me than like a full dead cat. So we have that and a second one because I have 2 mics in here and 2 dead cats, and you never know what you're gonna need. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. And then also in this mic bag, I have just the little 2 foam windscreens. Beep, beep, beep. These like olives on your fingers, you know, when you're like a little kid and you eat olives. I don't do that anymore because I think olives are disgusting, except for Castelvetrano, but you know what I'm talking about. This is the second part of the gear tour. Tomorrow when I start to film, if I think about it, I'll do a this is where everything is. We are at the location and now I can show you my setup. So this is my camera right here. There is the view. It's stunning and focused. There is where I'll be sitting, but my lovely partner is right now. And we're gonna go over and check out the setup up there. Here is where I'll be recording. So I have the mic set up and connected into my Zoom. The Zoom has the mic input. This is my Triton that my cello 1/4 inch plugs into there, and then I also use the XY mics. So yeah, that's the setup, and then you can see over there is my camera. This is the setup. We're about to start filming before we lose the light. Thanks for tuning in.